And welcome to Las Vegas Motor Speedway. I am a little sick, so y'all will probably be noticing my voice sounds kind of crappy. Just please ignore that. Race info here, only really short, 175 laps. It's the Wine with Your Realtor 260. That should have changed it, but evidently that did not. I apparently can't type. So there we go. Now it's fixed. 175 laps here. Let me pull up the starting grid here. Sean Lauder first, second Chris Otto, third Alan Dobbs, fourth Jeffrey Vickery, fifth Jonathan Byram, sixth Peyton Holland, seventh DJ Daniel, eighth Alonzo King Jr., ninth Patrick McLendon, 10th Kyle Holden, 11th Noah Jackson, 12th Dalton McKinney. I got to figure out how to work this for just a minute. Sorry about this. It's been a while since I have worked SDK. I've evidently lost the rest of that. Nope, that's not giving me the option for it. All right, we'll figure that out soon here. Well, leave out where I left off. So 12th Noah Jackson, 13th Matt Davis, 14th Patrick McQuaid, 15th Jonathan Cogswell, 16th Christian Reese, 17th Jeffrey Clemson, 18th Jeremy Richmond, 19th Dizzy Carter, 20th Dakota Wade, 21st Ryan Pacinato, 22nd Mark Gilbert, 23rd Chris Hubka, 24th Christian Roos, 25th Matt Mettler, 26th CJ Papa, 27th Scott Rankin, 28th Trevor Haggs, 29th Christopher Bird, 30th Cliff Corview, 31st Bryce Gainey, 32nd is Christopher Darling. Drivers are getting ready to pull in here. The Wine with Your Realtor 260 is getting ready to get underway. That bright red Cincinnati, that's a metal company paint scheme out there up front, getting ready to take the green flag outside of Sean Lauder, as the green flag will finally wave, and we are underway here from Las Vegas. The 12 does not get a good start. The 88 does. So good. I think somebody may have just smacked the wall up there. That might have been the 19 of Peyton Holland. Car looked a little bit high coming out of the corner. Let me also lower this volume here, getting a little bit too loud for my liking. You see some guys will go up to the very top. If you go up to the very top too soon, though, you will eat off that right front. I got 500 on 32. Well, hey, it may be illegal gambling, but I'm not going to say anything. You have fun with that. It's been a while since I have called iRacing. You may notice if you ever look through that this is a one-time thing. I'm stepping in for FRN. They're not able to make it tonight. I believe their broadcasters are out towards Daytona at the moment. But I call college sports mainly. My voice doesn't always sound like this either, so you don't have to worry about me talking like this most of the time. See the blue and white Red Bull car, that Toyota, that might be, who is that right there now? Ooh, that car is getting ever so close. It's Carter. It's Dizzy Carter. Let me figure out something here very, very quickly, because it was not giving me the option when I was going to run down the positions to just start doing. It's not supposed to happen, but the 27 of Cogswell all the way up to the wall, and I think he might just put himself in it a little bit too, because he's so far up there. It's kind of the price you pay for getting up close to that wall. I mean, it's gutsy for sure. It is very, very gutsy, but you kind of have to figure out how much you want to be up there. I'm going to try to resize that logo there. That is a little bit too small. So as we have a caution out here, and it looks like it is the 61, the 24, the 83 are all involved. 5 laps into the race here, so we got, this starts earlier. The 25 is sideways in front of all of these people. And no, they may have reacted off of him. Let's see. Yeah, that may have been, I don't know what that is. That's Christian Roos. I think he's trying to go to avoid. And now he just keeps falling up to the wall, and don't know if he realizes the car's up there. Ooh, gosh, smokes that wall. So does the 9 and the 61. That 9 hit hard. Christopher Burge will rewind and go from his point of view here. As he looks like he's trying. Oh, just last moment. Gosh, that's a hard hit, too. I'll send actually Rankins in and Trevor Hakes. I'll look at this grid here. This might be what I was looking for. Excuse me for a minute. That's not what I was needing. So I got to figure out what that tower button does now. They updated something in SDK. If we have some people taking pit stops here, I can. This only has to be fuel. There's no way they're pitting for tires. That doesn't want to make any sense if it's tires. Have to see how long they stay down pit road. Yeah, that's fuel only. Guys are off and away. I've also wanted me to show this, so I might as well. Let me hide it first. So you can see this right here. Adrenaline Racing family, Chris Otto, Jeff Klemsma, Chris Darling, John Fike, Chris Reese, and Alan Dobbs. These guys have all gotten done with their pit stops. Roos is still down pit road. He waited to come around. I don't blame him for that at all. I would be doing the same thing. Looks like he might have some right front damage, though. He's sitting in pit road with the car off. Already saving fuel. Lap 500, not lap 500. Lap 7 into the race. He's got guys saving. Meant to look at, let me see some race info here. Race info, if I can find some. Oh, cannot find it off the top of my head, but lights have gone off on the pace car. Chris Otto will lead them back to green. He's going to choose that top line instead. Jeff Vickery, he'll be on the bottom. That'll take out, drivers will be out of that. Like Roos may be done. Burge is done. Gainey is just here to be here. Yeah, they're not even in the session. That might be, actually, that might be RC. Now that I think about it. And close all my unnecessary stuff that I have right now open. Do I have fast repairs? How much fuel? How many tires? Let me look that up. I didn't see a section that showed me that, but I can most likely. Let me see the session that we're in. I will figure that out for you here very soon. So you asked that. I didn't see the race info. If there is a section in the Discord, I will find that out before this starts, or during the race, let you know that. But the green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. The auto gets a good jump. Vickery's going to go right back down to that bottom line. Vickery, I don't think he's going to have a good enough of a run to make a challenge at him, though. The 19 blinking in and out. Stages are 25% into the race is what it looks like. So that'll be roughly lap 40, if I believe. Around there for it. Do not see any other information on race info. If I had to guess, they're going to get 3 to 4 sets of tires. That's kind of common, as we have Alonso's shooting up there. You just think he might just drifted coming out of that corner. He's coming hot for Otto. Otto's leaving that bottom open. He's letting them take that bottom if they want it. I think what Otto's trying to do is he's trying to kind of run a certain line where he's just keeping that right front in check. But Alonso King is going to go for it now down to the inside of Otto. Down to the inside he goes. He can get this position. If he doesn't, Otto's going to have to fight him on the outside. This is going to help Lauder, though. Lauder probably doesn't mind these two fighting. In front of him looks like he's going to try to arrow shove Alonso, but Otto's going to have a pretty good run coming off that corner, but Alonso's going to be able to pull back even with them before they go into 1 and 2. And these guys are just going to go at it. Back in the pack, like everyone else, is pretty spaced out. We got the 32 trying to get around Patrick McQuaid and the 17 of Mark Gilbert and that KFC. I don't think KFC. No, KFC has ran a paint scheme before. For some reason I thought they didn't. See, they're still fighting with each other. Otto doesn't want to give it up. King wants it, but neither will give it to each other. How hard these guys are going to fight. The top 7 didn't come down pit road to top off on fuel. I really don't blame them. That actually kind of probably helped them a little bit with the right rear grip on their car. Actually, sorry, it'll hurt them. But it might give them a little bit more turn because they're not having so much weight go down. And we have the purple Red Bull car. That looks like that was the 32 of Matt Davis. Or Matt Daves. Yeah, I think that's Daves with his name. We got Dalton McKinney. I was going to say, I know that paint scheme from somewhere. Paint scheme's very, very familiar to me. He's going to look inside of Carter. Carter's going to try to take a little bit of a shorter line to chop that nose. Oh, my Lord. We just got somebody killed. Oh, my gosh. Who was that? 45 of Jonathan Byram. Oh my Lord. We're panning through the pack, and what happened here? Oh my gosh. That is... I think he gets the rear end's kicking out right here. I can't tell if he got that apron though, but he's counter steering. He's not oversteering, but right there it bites. Then it's on from there. It's just head first into the wall. Hard hit for him, and he flips over on his roof, gets hit by another car. He'll skid to a stop in the infield. That was a hard hit for him. I think he's done. Thank you, Johnny. 1 faster pair, 65% fuel, and 5 sets of tires. Yeah, that was a vicious hit. Very, very vicious hit. We got some guys pitting now too. Alauda's coming in. Jackson's coming in. Faccianato, Gilbert, Papa, Metler, Rankin, Byram's done. Roos, he's still out there. He is how many laps down? He's only 3. He has a chance to get back on the lead lap. I would not count him out. Here off, y'all. Also want live updates on the Daytona qualifying. Currently, I think I don't know how many cars are at right now. They're probably like 30 something. Need my driver to come through. Need Larson to make it into the next round. But this is extensive damage. Where did Metler get his damage from? Hold on, we're going to rewind here. Where did Metler... Was he the guy that hit? He may have been the one that hit him up when he was upside down. Hold on here. Where is Metler at? I think Metler hit him. No? I'll see. He's got this damage from somewhere else. Maybe that first incident? I don't know. I don't know where he's got that damage from. He's got it from some... That's right front damage, so it might be coming off the corner. That's the only thing I can think of. It has to be he's came off the corner and just not lifted and gotten into the outside wall. But lights are off on the pace car you see here. So Guys are getting ready to take the green flag next time by. Be Otto and Vickery. I kind of wonder how much these two hurt their tires, because they were fighting pretty hard with each other. They were not giving each other any. Well, they were giving each other room, but they were still just fighting in the corners, and that's what I'd be worried about if I were them, at least. Be thinking that there's going to be some issue with that right front being burned off just a tad. Not a lot, just a tad though. Larson made it to round 2. Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't know how many cars there was left. Yeah, he did make it to round 2. Good, just the last car. Good lord. 10 on the board. I'll take it though. My Pookie Kyle Larson is still in it. Well, Otto will lead them back to green. Pace car will pull in here. 2 cautions. 17 laps into the race. As pace car pulls off here. And the green flag is back in the air. We are back underway. As Otto got a good start, Vickery did not. These guys going at it here a little bit. I need to change that also. And I will also save this because I did not even think about that. The DJ Daniel, he's gotten up to 4th here, worked his way up towards the front. These guys are going at it back here now. We got the Whataburger paint scheme. I think I've ever eaten at a place. Sorry, here. Got a stuffy nose, so try not to plug my nose too much into the microphone. These guys are going at it. Biggest mover so far is Cliff Corview. He is up 11 positions, currently sitting in 18th. Biggest loser is Jonathan Byram. He's back out on the track, used his fast repair. Barroos did not want to use his fast repair. He kept it, as Otto and Vickery are just going at it. I think Vickery, no, he thought he had a run. If Otto really wants to fight him here, he needs to get down on his door and then kind of pinch him down or enter in the corner, but he's not doing that. He's giving him a lot of room. Showing him respect when he's racing him. He doesn't want to get too aggressive with him. I can see why he would be doing that. Need to look at this filter here. We'll put more aggressive ratio on that. See, Vickery's gonna kind of fall back now, maybe reset himself. Got McQuaid going to the outside of, looks like number 32. Yes, 32. Matt, where is his name? Daves. Okay. And that's how you say his name. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know why I said Davies. We got, was this a Chevy and 2 Toyotas right here. This is a Kyle. It's like Kyle Holden. No, who is that? Who is this Publica Realtors paint scheme? That is Dobbs. Right there, just got his nose chopped off by DJ. Might be a little bit cautious about that. Drivers can take a little bit of exception to, as Alonso's going to look back to the inside of Otto. But Vickery's going to help Otto. He's actually going to try to shove him here a little bit. Don't know if he didn't want to do that. He kind of blocked in too at the same time. Couldn't move out or around of him as Otto gets loose and he's dancing that rear end around. That's going to make those tires mad. Now he's got to defend against Vickery also. He's got to enter high here to keep those keep those rear tires up under him and not angry with them. It's going to be hard for him, however. He's able to hold him off. I don't know. I have no idea how, though, but he's able to do it. Oh, the main battle's up here as Alonso has gotten by him. Otto is extremely loose. Vickery looking to the outside. He wants to make a move. See what if Otto lays on his door. He doesn't really. He gives King a lot of room on the bottom. King drifts up a little bit. I think the whole issue with Otto is that he's getting killed off of 4. I mean, it is that rear is stepping out, and it's just not handling for him the way that he needs it to. We watch it here, see if it. A little bit there. He bobbled it just a tad. I think he caught it mid-corner, though, so he really couldn't see it at that point. But these guys are just going at it. Cookie cutters in these cars are becoming a little bit better to run as... Who is that? It's Trevor Hakes, who just smokes the wall. Or almost smoked the wall. It keeps on going. We got 3 wide up here. That is Holden on the bottom. Alonso in the middle. And DJ Daniel all the way up top. And Otto is just keeping these guys at bay. He really wants them to fight. Wear out their tires as much as he can. Pit stops should be... good lord. What is pit stops? Pit stops? Maybe laps 75-ish? Guessing 65% fuel. Yeah. Oh, there he goes. There goes Otto. I knew it would come back and bite him, and he is through the grass. They're going to stay green, though. But it came back and bit him finally. Makes decent contact with the wall. Does that knock his toe in? I think he's lucky that it didn't. Definitely bent that right front, but we're going to go back and look at this. He's loose before he gets out of 4, and he chases it down the track, and Holden's the innocent bystander down there with him. They both do a good job of saving it, and then when it grabs the asphalt, it's going to try to turn itself automatically. That's like 20 seconds of damage. He's good. That's going to put Vickery in the lead now. Look at this 20 of Noah Jackson flying down through here. The Valvoline Realtree paint scheme. That is an odd combination of sponsors, but you go for it, bud. Vickery's going to get hawked by DJ here now. Right in his tires tracks, and he's going to kind of go down to the bottom, give Vickery maybe a little bit of a shove in the corner, try to get him going in there faster than he wants to be. As DJ's going to try to side draft him here. Got to be careful with the side draft just because of iRacing's netcode is known to just mess up people when they don't even touch them. As Vickery tries the crossover, but you see that rear end steps out again. These guys are not able to get the power down coming out of 4. Seems like really whenever they try it, just wants to try to step out on them. So they're going to have to maybe drive in there a little bit deeper, let it roll a little bit longer. But DJ's going to continue to hold this lead as Alonso's going to get in the wall down the back stretch. And Noah Jackson's gone, and he's back. The 61 of Scott Rankin. Over here right now, currently, this is for actually 21st. That's not even 4th position. DJ, I'm going to let this decide where we look. So it's going to look at the 19, the 80, and the 20. This is Holland, Alonso, and Jackson as McKinney's shoots down to the bottom. Might have gotten a little bit loose there, possibly. Oh, yeah, he got real loose there. I don't know if he got hit or not. I couldn't tell, but it looked like he might have gotten a little bit of a tap. As we got a caution here, I believe that will be... No. That is... Oh, gosh, that's Jonathan Byram. I thought that was the stage. But... That's it for a wreck here. Looks almost identical to what happened to him earlier. Exit of 4. Again, another... Oh, Lord. Another exit of 4 issue. Comes off it, gets loose, keeps his foot in it. And just smokes the wall. That'll probably bring everybody to pit road now. I don't think we'll see anybody stay out here. We'll just have to see. Where is this? I don't know where I put this now. looking for this water bottle that I got with my nose being so bad. So this will be 4 tires, fuel, no doubt about that. You're not taking 2. You're not taking fuel only. That'd be a death wish, basically. So 3 cautions, 31 laps in to the... Wow. Okay. I do not think that's a smart idea to stay out, but go for it. How many people stayed out here? We'll see once they come off pit road how many stayed out exactly. I do not think that is a good idea. Seems like a very, very bad one. I would have went on pit road. The Metler running the TWR paint scheme. I used to run for TWR. I don't anymore. There's no love-hate relationship there. We don't hate each other. I just wanted to get away from setups and iRacing. I think it's become more of the setup and not the racer anymore. But this probably sounds like an old man speaking over here. I'm only 21. So that will leave 12 people. Yeah, we'll say 12 people that stayed out. Gilbert came in on lap 15. So did Jackson on lap 15. But their tires are going to be pretty close to the same as people that stayed out also. I don't think there's going to be too much of a difference with them at all. Leave lights should go off on the pace car here. As they do. Yeah, sorry if you hear me sniffling. I was sick yesterday, or I started getting sick last night, and then I know I'm going to be better tomorrow because that's how my body works. It gets sick, it gets really crappy one day, then it's fine the next. Tell you what, having a stuffy nose makes you appreciate being able to breathe. As pace car is getting ready to pull in here. DJ Daniel, Noah Jackson will make up the front 2 rows. Pace car does pull off. Green flag will be in the starter's hand. And green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. Pretty equal start for both of them. No one really jumped the start there, so they did a good job of not spinning their tires. Also, DJ is able to get away, but he chops the nose a little bit of the 35 of Dobbs. That was Dobbs. Oh, squeezed in the wall there, and that's Cogswell. And the third, there they go. We got a big, no, yes, there it is. We got another wreck here. It started with Cogswell, it looked like. He got tight, squeezed somebody into the wall. I never really, there it is. There's the whole wreck notifications. As here we go. So Cogswell gets tight, chases up the track. He hits the 35 again, and Davis, I don't think Davis did that on purpose, and it's net code, and yeah, there's just a lot to break down. 21, 12, 32, 19, 8. Just everybody's in it. Pretty much back there, and Cogswell gets a little bit more damage at the end. They're still wrecking after that. The 61 and the 8, the 25 basically just comes to a stop and sits there. I wouldn't blame him. I'd be doing the same thing. Go on board. Was that the 35? I think I said that's who it was. 32. Yes, 32. Dave. Wait, hold on. Dave's. Was this retaliation or is it just him? No, it's just, I think that's the steering wheel offset. I don't think he did anything wrong there. Yeah, then he's the innocent bystander in this too. Everybody is. There's just so much going on at that point. Well, that's going to be a quick caution for some of them. Alonso is... Wait, did Roos avoid that? If Roos avoided that, he might actually benefit from that caution there. It's a possibility. He will be... How many laps down here? Come on, update for me. Won't move this. It shows 20th. I think he's 3 laps down still. Yeah, still 3 laps down. He's reversed to get a wave around. And some other people to get a wave around to be able to get in front of him. As it looks like Larson will not win the pole for Daytona 500. My life is over. I don't really care about qualifying for Daytona. I think super speedways are not very smart tracks. We ran the exact same time he did. As DJ will take the top here. Or lights are going to go off in the pace car. Cars out, McLendon, Carter, and Byram. These guys that are out of the race, the car is just destroyed, so they have nothing left to basically do anything with. Ooh, excuse me. DJ Daniel will lead them back to green. 4 cautions, 40 laps into the race, so averaging about a caution every 10 laps. As pace car will pull off here. Starter will have the flag in his hand. And the green flag is in the air. We are back underway here. Oh, we almost got a wreck in the back. What just happened back there? That was purple car. That was Dave's. I think he got turned around, or almost turned around by somebody, it looked like, possibly. That car did not look like it liked that at all. Got McKinney going all the way down to the bottom back here. McKinney is on fresh tires. Keep that in mind. Might be trying to get the lead here very, very quickly. He's got about 28 lap fresher tires, so that's going to be a big difference here soon. One thing he has to remember is that he has to kind of let him build up the temperature beforehand. Don't want to go out there and just absolutely think you can do whatever you want. As you see the 20 get a little bit loose there. McKinney's going to be blocked just a tad below. He's going to force his way over here. Going to try that high line, it looks like, just for a tad bit. As he's coming for this lead, he wants it. He gets a big run coming off this corner. I think he is. He's chopping off time here. He's picking up. He's at below a 10th now on DJ. Does DJ block hard here, or does he just kind of let him go? Kenny will get to the outside. I just don't think that DJ can fight Otto's probably going to try to follow McKinney in and punch that hole and go right behind him possibly. Looks like he will be able to do that. He'll take that position. We got a little bit of fighting back here around the 98 of Jeremy Richmond. And McQuaid gets loose and he saves it. That car stepped out hard on him. Get door slammed there by Byram. McQuaid did the one thing you're not supposed to do at ovals, turn right. He had to save that car because it was coming for him. He's going to step out and try to send him directly into the wall if he's not careful. Biggest mover is Mark Gilbert. He is up 14 positions at the moment, currently sitting in 8th, and DJ's is going to continue to fall as we have a caution here, and I believe that is the stage. Yes, that is the stage, I believe. I think. As Vickery just set the fastest lap of the race, a 30:32. It makes sense why Dobbs and DJ did not come down pit road now. And Kenny's trying to take much heat out of those brakes as he can. He doesn't want to use them. He's trying to let the pace car catch up, though. If these guys come down pit road for fuel, that might not be a bad decision by them. As they're going to come down pit road. Let's see how short their pit stop is. It'll probably be, I think the 46 and the 88 will be about 4 seconds in total. I don't think theirs will be much longer. Let's see. Louder and Cogswell stayed out. That's interesting. I did not think they would do that. Now McKinney and Vickery and Otto were all fuel only. 6 seconds on their fuel. Not surprised by that at all, though. So Louder and Cogswell. Louder did qualify on the pole. Gotta keep that in mind. He has a fast car. He knows that he has a fast car. Leave lights should go off on the pace car here. As they will. Louder will choose the top line. That'll send Cogswell to the bottom. 5 laps, or not 5 laps, 5 cautions in, 49 laps into this 175 lap race. To see how aggressive these guys go. Front 2 can be a little bit more aggressive. They have some more heat in their tires. I don't think you're going to hurt them enough in 5 laps to make a difference at the very start, though. Again, they will be able to go a little bit harder, I believe. This car's getting ready to pull off. Cogswell, Louder, front row. Cogswell's lane. Is he trying to get a jump here? He might be trying to get a jump. No, he pulls up equal with them. As he just gets a really bad start there. I think he was trying to lay back and not jump the start. Louder gets out and away easily from him. The auto took fuel. Or no, he didn't take fuel. He took fuel, didn't take tires. I don't know what I was trying to say there. Maybe he took fuel only. Lord, Briscoe is setting the charts up here. But as we have this, we have Cogswell flying down to the inside of Louder. Louder will be able to defend, though. He doesn't have... No, never mind. He's clear. Cogswell's got him easily. So that'll bring up Cogswell to the lead. Otto's going to try to follow in behind Cogswell. Going to mirror his move. Cogswell leaves the bottom open, though, and Otto's going to try to take it here. Look at McKinney. McKinney is trying to spoil the party. Two going to go at it now. Back in the pack. It's decently calm back here. Really, it's up here is where all the action is Briscoe just won the pole for the 500. Cogswell still riding that high line. Otto trying to make something work on that bottom, and he's not able to get it. That'll give Cogswell a big run on the outside, but he doesn't get as big as I thought it was going to be. He's able to actually come up in front of Cogswell, take his line away. What you have to do sometimes is just take that line. You don't want to do it, but you just got to do it, as we got somebody rim riding that wall. You got Louder coming back down to the bottom now. These two going to go at it again. They just will not leave each other alone. Louder might be having the advantage here a little bit. Yes, hey there, Chad. One thing you got to watch out. Otto earlier got really loose coming out of 4, and he was running that high line too, so it might happen again. That car will step out, and once it steps out once, as Louder's got him clear. He had him clear for just a second. Just not able to get it fully clear of him. Really hard to do that, trying to come up in the middle of the corner in front of somebody. You kind of have to almost sacrifice your exit and just hope you can get them clear and they don't get a massive run. And there y'all. Very bad nose, so I'm trying to get some out of it. We're 56 laps into a 175 lap race, and these guys are just not giving up. Keep in mind, they do have the fresh tires behind them. The freshest is Jeffrey Klinsma. No, wait, that's wrong. Is Alan Dobbs in his 35 Chevy Camaro. Not Camaro anymore. I've talked to you since Dirt Limited Series. Yeah, I've kind of stepped away from broadcasting iRacing for a while, a little bit. I'm the technical director for the Blue Ridge Bobcats. As we got 3 wide here. Dobbs all the way to the bottom. Can't get him clear completely. Gonna try to find him with 3 wide off the corner now. A little bit of door tap in there. Powerade. Paint scheme. At 12, he's got somebody else on the wall behind him. I think that might just be a little bit of a scrape. Louder got tight, shoved Otto. That's going to give Dobbs the room that he needs, I believe, and it will. So the freshest tire is out front now, with Dobbs leading them. Otto is not giving up. He is hanging that rear out almost every single corner, as it seems like. I think it's going to come back and bite him again here soon if he's not too careful. You can only drift so many times before that car finally comes around. He's just not letting it go. Behind them is single file now. They've all just gotten away with it. As you see DJ Daniel trying to work his way up here now. Matt's tires, he pitted on lap. Where's he at? So he pitted on lap 47. He does have some heavy damage, or did get a lot of damage fixed. But to answer your question, it really just depends on how hard he's been driving back there. Some guys are really good at saving tires, some aren't. The DJ Daniels, he's able to take the second away. As we got McKinney swapping positions with somebody back here. That is Vickery. They're going back and forth with each other. Cogswell, he's not really fallen as far as I thought he would. He's kind of just stabilized where he is right now, which is kind of surprising. So they should have another caution around lap, what, 80? No, not 80. Not completely sure when they should have their next stage caution. We'll find out here soon. We're in about 30 laps, I think. See, Roos is still in here. He's still trying to make it work for him. Daves is still trying to work his way up. Slowly but surely, fastest lap times are being ran by Dobbs. He had a high 30 that lap. Really want to see what it averages out to. We got low 31s, high 30s, but DJ's going to have the draft here. And he's a little bit faster than Dobbs that time. Go on board with DJ here for about 2 laps when he goes across the start-finish line. As he's got a massive run here. And it looks like defensive move from the 35, trying to keep that bottom. He gave him the top, but didn't really fight him as much as I thought he would. DJ's just going to be able to go, no, not really, right around. As you see the 12, just smoke it coming off those corners. Louder's giving it all he's got. These two are on equal tires. Keep that in mind. The DJ may have saved him a little bit better than Dobbs. Every time I see Dobbs, I think of Josh Dobbs, the NFL quarterback that Pittsburgh drafted at one point. Oh my, oh, there we go. We got looseness coming in now. A 98 of Richmond just had that car step out on him in 3 and 4. Would have guessed since turns 3 and 4 that it's stepping out on him. And it's even doing it in 2 a little bit. Some of these guys are sideways. McQuaid, you got Vickery up here also. Alonzo King, who was battling up front early on, slid back to where he started. He started 8th. Got that signature Esports paint schemes. We got a little bit of contact up here, I think, with Cogswell and Otto. Cogswell does have fresher tires. He's actually got older tires, sorry. No, they're actually equal. Never mind. Otto pitted on that 47, but he only took fuel. Cogswell pitted on that 38. So Otto has a little bit more fuel than Cogswell, but they're pretty much equal on tires. As Jackson says, I'll try to take that position from y'all. I want 3rd. DJ Daniel and Alan Dobbs. Just kind of trailing each other. Dobbs that was a tight corner for him. He didn't get down to the bottom. We got 3 wide now. Metler, who's going to go he's a lap down currently. In the middle of all this. Lap cars are fine if you stay out of the way, and that's what he's doing. Not getting near anybody to mess them up. Is Louder's somehow holding his position. I have no idea how. Jackson's going to try to set his sights on these guys. We're coming up to 100 laps left in the race here. Green flag was at 9:05. Keep that in mind. As Hubka has gone off track here. Oh, my Lord. That's another exit of 4, and it's going to be a snap tight probably. Yep. Oh, he might have gotten hit here, actually. Hold on. Did he get some help? Nope, he's loose already. Yep. Did not get touched, and oh my gosh. Boom. Right into the wall. The 19. Oh, I don't think the 19 hit him, surprisingly. He may have gotten away with no damage. That was a hard hit for Hubka. You can see it just immediately just destroyed that car. That'll be a fast repair for him. Excuse me. I got something in my mouth. Get out. Get out. Get out. Well, Burge is going to stay out here. That's interesting. Everybody else down pit road. This is the time to get any optional damage you have fixed also at the same time. DJ will win that race off of pit road. Jackson second, Dobbs third, fourth is Holden, fifth is McQuaid. As we are coming up on stage soon because some of these guys took fuel only. Be the only explanation for some of them doing that move. Light should be going off the pace car this time by. I think. We'll see. As yes, they will. So next time by, they will go green. What in the world? Okay, is that me or is he up? He's up against the wall. I've done that before and I lost my brakes. I don't know how I did it. My brakes didn't calibrate right before a race, and I was flying up on the pack on the warm-up laps to scrub off speed on the wall because my brakes just were not working correctly. That was one of the weirdest things you've ever seen. The pace car pulls in here, though. As the green flag is in the air, we are back underway here. Forgot where Burge is the one that was starting it. Burge is going to get eaten up here soon, but evidently I think the stage is coming very, very quickly. DJ is just going to go right past him without any issue. Got a bunch of jockeying for position back here around Cogswell. There we go. There's that piece of ice I was trying to get. I was trying to get a piece of ice and I found it. Probably so much better. Cogswell looks to the outside of the 15. He's going to be able to get that position. I think there's a stage coming up here. And there's no way. There's not. Yep. And there's the stage. That explains a lot of the pitting there. A lot of the pitting. So I think that should be the last stage that we have here, I think. There we go. This will probably send... What do you do here? I get fuel only. How are these guys? Just fuel. If you came down last time and got tires. If you did. Keyword is if. And only Roberts came down. Not surprised. Gilbert's coming down. Otto's coming down. Half us coming down. I could see these making sense. Roberts evidently needed tires, so they're not staying out in old. That would be a horrible decision to make if you did that. You would be eaten up immediately. That's actually much better. I need to eat ice instead of drinking it. Sorry if y'all hear this. If y'all hear this bottle, that's my bad. I'm trying to get all this ice I can. Got whatever's going around. So we've had 7 cautions, 2 per stage, so really only 5. Seems like the trouble area is the exit of 4. Cars getting really loose. And that seems to be up in the higher line. The lower line is not so bad, I think. We have saw somebody absolutely die down there, though, so I can't speak for everybody. It does sometimes happen, and it kind of sucks. DJ will be taking the top line here, actually, instead. I'm sorry for the silence. I'm just trying not to kill my voice. It's already dead, but you know what I mean. It has been a while since I have broadcasted too. Will say that much. In terms of iRacing, no. Broadcasting in general, no. I've done college sports. Well, I had my free time, so yeah. Been very lucky with that. Be calling some softball games soon. As pace car will pull in here. As the green flag is in the air, we are back underway here. Oh, we got Alonso in the wall. Rim ride, I guess. Got Ross Chastain in the flesh as these guys are going 3 wide down to the apron. Hey, if you can use it at this track, use it. McKinney all the way down to the bottom. Lauder's gonna try to. McKinney's still gonna try to fight. He's gonna get it. Cogswell just a little bit tight. Able to hold it though. $35.46, still just going at it. Not letting up on each other at all. As there he goes around and he saves it. I saw it coming. What a save by Dobbs. We're going to rewind and watch that really, really quickly. I saw that coming. Right here. Well, actually, we're going to keep going a little bit more. Right here, I think right there, it starts to step out. He chases it. Louder taps him just a little bit. He's, oh my gosh, able to save it. Alonso does a really good job of not running him over. As here's the looseness. The one thing with these guys running that bottom line is you have so much wheeling to it, and you're trying to get the power down as fast as you can. But it just doesn't like it. It hates it so much that it will just try to spin those rears. So you have to kind of wait till it straightens out a little bit more to be able to get back on it a little bit more aggressively. But Lauder's able to keep it straight, keep going. Dobbs did lose a little bit on position there, and he is still struggling. You see that car, his rears are hot now. It is not going to be fun to drive for him for a little bit. He might need to go back up to that top line as Mettler goes to the grass. Free landscaping. Mettler's gotten back on the lead lap, too. I thought he was a lap down. Done a good job. DJ Daniels still back here. McKinney's got the lead. He got caution out, and I was just looking back here. Is Byram again? No, that's actually Wade. Sorry, Wade, does Wade and Byram have? They might have the same paint scheme. This may be a self spin. Oh, I don't know if that's on purpose or. Nick's the 35, and I think I don't know if the 35 did that on purpose. And you're gonna say, "Oh, it looks like he did." Well, I want to look cockpit. I mean, I definitely think he took exception to it. No doubt about that. I don't know. Does he lift? I think he lifts, so. No, I'll let y'all interpret that your own way. I don't know. That looks... Yeah. It just looks bad. I've done that before when... Sorry. I've done that before when somebody try to make you mad. You go up, try to chase their rear, and you get just a little too close on accident. You're gonna say, "Oh, I bet you did that on purpose." It looked like it's on purpose, trust me, but it's not. And you feel absolutely horrible. But you don't do it on purpose. Who will come down pit road? Gilbert, Rankin, Roberts, and Holland come down pit road. See if it's open this time by them. Nobody comes down pit road. Okay. I mean, I don't blame them. I wouldn't be coming down either. I'd be staying out too. We only ran what? 17, really 14 green flag laps at this point on them. I wouldn't be thinking that it's going to be something that you necessarily have to go and get fixed. Or get new tires for, sorry, not get fixed. What do I get fixed for? Tell you what, I regret not being able to breathe right now. I really wish I could. My nose is horrible, so. See, pace car's getting ready to pull in here as the lights are off on it. And here it comes down pit road. It'll be Dalton McKinney, Jonathan Cogswell to lead them back to green as the green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. McKinney gets a good jump. So does Vickery. Papa has gotten some damage fixed, but he got about a minute fixed while he was down pit road. More contact back here, though. DJ Daniel was all up front here. We'll see if Dalton McKinney can save his tires. That's one thing people don't think of is you want to save your tires, but not get passed at the same time. And it's such a hard thing to do. You have to kind of balance it. How much time do you give up? How much tires? How much do you want to save? Really, is the question. As Vickery goes around off the front bumper of Cogswell, back up into traffic, and Jackson has nowhere to go, and that's the only person that will hit him. What happened to? Oh my God, what does this person want? Okay, I'm gonna get the rear chase view here before I say anything. It just looks like Cogswell's just following his normal line. I think he's expecting Vickery to go up a little bit. I don't really think Vickery got... I mean, that rear end hit was not really that much damage. He should be fine. Richmond, Dobbs, Roberge, Holland, and Rankin will stay out, as King will win that race off of pit road. Fuel, tires, and rest of tires. That's fuel. Light should go off here. Where is Hubka at? Just now realized that. Where has he been at? He's been at the back the whole entire race. Very, very quiet. And Hubka is the league owner. Again, sorry if you hear me chewing on ice or my nose sounds like crap. I'm trying to not have my throat just absolutely die over here. It's horrible. It's flat out horrible. We'd like to go off here, but it'll be... Right. Okay, yes. No, Richmond on the bottom. Dobbs on the top. Richmond's been quiet the whole entire day. He's up 16 positions. Rankin is up 25. Roberge is up 26. You guys have came from far back. Otto's down 17. Vickery down 17. Or sorry, Otto's down 16. Vickery's 17. The pace car does pull off here. Starter has the flag in his hand, and the green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. To see all that looseness coming off the corner. Where did Rankin come from? Where? What? I have no idea where he started from. I mean, he just came out of nowhere, it seems like. I don't even remember where he started. I was looking, just kind of panning through the field, and I just see a... I don't know where he started at. He had to have been third row. But he's got the lead now. With fresh tires and just at the fastest lap of the race. Or his fastest lap. 30.72. 3/10 off the fastest lap of the race, however, so he's got to take up the pace. And I think he's possibly a long run driver. Yeah, he's not a short run driver because he just lost that lead really easily. Yeah, he's like 3/10 off the pace of everybody else around him. And he's got fresh tires too, so he just has to be taking it really, really, really easily. Got Roberge and McKinney going back at it, though. That's also brought Holland with them at the same time. Holland's going to be able to get to the outside of Roberge and maybe McKinney. McKinney throws a block on him, though. Not let him get that outside. He does not want to give it up. I don't blame him. And if it's easier on this track to defend from the bottom, from the high line than it is the bottom. This is how tight you get. You think you can get back in the throttle, but you just can't. He's going to give him that bottom line again. But he's just going to hold that high line. He's a massive run. He's going to be able to get off the corners. Just going to defend. See that huge run he gets, and he comes down and chops the nose of the night, or actually just cuts the air off. 19's going to be able to power around the outside. Then McKinney's going to get up to the top here. If he needs to throw a block, he's got to throw it now. Where's the 19 going to go? He's looking. He's trying to find an opening just somewhere he can get one. He's going to take it. It's just hard for him to find it. Yeah. DJ's not been able to work his way back up here. Under, or almost under 70 to go. Be a mind game between these two. Where will Holland go? Is McKinney just going to keep giving him the top? Or, sorry, the bottom? I think Holland wants that bottom or that top. He's just got to... He has to force his way on the outside of McKinney. The only thing that he can do is... Yeah, right here he's got to do it. He's got to get a big run. It can't be on the back stretch. It has to be the front stretch. I don't know where it will work for him. He's not going to get it here. He just wiggled coming out. He is still loose. Back here, you see Dobbs just trying to work his way back up here as Wade just went off track and came back up on it. There's an incident towards the back, apparently. Gilbert's off track. Came back up on it, and Wade has now Caution is out. There it is. Saw him wreck earlier too. That's why the 17 was through the grass. Wade gets in there. The bottom, keeps coming up the track, gets a little bit tight, gets loose, overcorrects, destroys the 17, and then spins it through the grass. Keeps it rolling. And I think he may Alt F4 here. No, he's in the pits, actually. Oh, that's what I heard. So he tries to get back going and just spins it out. I think he towed. Who comes down pit road? Answer: Roberge, Dobbs, Cogswell, Rankin, Richmond, McQuaid, Paciato, Daves, Hubka, Papa, Gilbert, Hake. All come down pit road. These fresh tires will be coming from 13th on back. Have to see how well they can make it up there. If they can make it up there is the key word too. I believe lights should go off on the pace car here. Should. That's the key word. Yes, it will. So McKinney will take the top. Holland will take the top also. Ladder will then get the bottom because of that. So who's going to be more aggressive here is the question. I just don't think he can be passive and get away with it. And I think what Holland will try to do is he'll try to give the 46 a shot to get him going and jump to the outside as soon as he can. I think that's what he's really planning on getting. We'll just have to see. How quickly will he get to the outside of this 46? As pace car pulls in here, the 12 tried to get a jump and he didn't time it right, but the 19 didn't get a good jump either. And they're wrecking behind. The 20 missed a shift and it is just chaos from that point onwards. Vickery was involved. Jackson, Papa. He had to have downshifted. That has to be downshift by the 20. There's no way it's an upshift. No, yep, there it is, downshift. And that is just everybody, almost everybody behind them gets involved. Some people are able to avoid it. That's just a carnage, mischief from that point onwards. Now, this is the one thing that McKinney wanted to see, though. I say he probably doesn't mind these cautions. Holland will come down pit road. But these guys do have fast repair. Keep that in mind. I think some of them haven't used it. Now, some of them may be trying to hold on to it for as long as they can. It's not a bad idea either. I think it really just depends on how much damage your car has and how much optional there is. You got some people sitting on pair. This is optional damage. Is wow. Bruce is back on the lead lap. Dude was three laps down at one point. Now he's back on the lead lap. That is amazing by him. Done a good job of just staying in it. We'll say just 3 laps was harder to come back from. I remember I was down 8 laps in the NIS race at Phoenix. I was able to come back from it. I have no idea how I did it either. I shouldn't have been able to, but I did. The lights have gone off, so this time by they will grab the green flag. Excuse me. McKinney and Otto front to these guys, but it was him. They fought a little bit, but Starter has the flag in his hand. 62 laps left as the green flag flies. A little bit of restart issues, but they keep it going this time. As we got a wreck down the back stretch, now to bring out a caution here. I think Metler wasn't. No, that's Alonso is involved in it. Cogswell squeezed Metler in the wall, and Metler had nowhere to go, and he does a good job avoiding it, however. I don't really think that's... Ooh, Roos got a tad bit there, I think. Just a bit. I don't think he's hurt too bad. Let's see. No, he's fine. He barely got hit. He's lucky. Who goes down pit road because of this? Otto, Louder, Dobbs, Holden. So if some of these guys go down pit road, DJ does. I think he's just getting some more damage fixed. It's had a lot of cautions here. Light should be going off here. See McKinney choose. Chooses that outside line. That'll give Otto the inside line for the restart. I think that McKinney wants that outside line though, because it's easier to defend. Cash in here saying let's go Roos. Yeah, Roos has persevered for sure. He stuck it out. Kept his head up and just kept going for it. As pace car will pull in here. McKinney restart on the outside as the green flag is in the air. We are back underway here. Back to get pretty clean. Gonna be looking at Dobbs, be making moves though. Does have the freshest tires up here. As Holland had went off track, we will stay green. Back and look really quickly. He just got loose on his own. Pace it down the track. Holden's working his way back up here. See that 12 was defending that outside. He does not want to give it up. Oh, Lord, Holden. Holden's way up there, and I'm just nervous about him getting clipped. He's keeping it straight, though. We got Otto stuck in the middle. Will the 61 of Rankin shoot the gap? He won't. Otto gets into Holden just a tad. You see McQuaid trying to get to that outside, and he's almost there, just not quite. You see, he's just looking. He's trying to get to the outside. He wants the outside. Not yet there, though. Otto, I don't know if he ran McQuaid in the wall. I got really tight there. May have been a little bit of net code between the two. McQuaid, he has a faster car, I think. He could just get a good run down the back. There he goes. Good run down the back stretch. And the 25 just pounded the wall. Rylan Faccianato. McKinney. See, Louder's working his way up here now. And they hold off this 35. And the answer so far is no. 35 is picking away spots. He's to the inside of the 12 now. Who's Holden go with? He'll go with the 35. 35 might have needed to sail that down in there. He's not going to be able to get clear. Holden's going to stick with him, though. The 25 goes into the wall. Keep it straight. Dobbs still not clear of the 12. He's finally clear of him now. Can Dobbs go get McKinney? We go down to the bottom line. McKinney gives him the bottom. I don't know if you can pass from the bottom, though. It's so hard. It's just much more difficult to do it. He needs the help from Holden here. He's got a little bit of a push, but McKinney's still going to hold that outside. Still going to hold it. Just can't get clear of him. Oh, Lord. Who's Holden going to choose to push? There he goes. He finally got by him, actually, so Dobbs didn't even need help. A little bit of wall attach from these guys back here. Just a tad, so now Dobbs just needs these guys to fight each other back here, but it's a tough task. Oh no, there he goes. Rankin gets turned, Holden gets collected. Oh, that was not McKinney's fault. So Holden goes to give McKinney a shove. Wipes his rear. McKinney goes down into Rankin. And then that collects Innocent. Number 9 of Roberge. Holden's steering is destroyed. Look who's up here now, McQuaid. Somehow weaseled his way through it. Who will come down pit road? Everybody's going to come down pit road. Gilbert was making a mistake staying out. Dobbs should come out leader here. Yes, he will. He'll win that race off of pit road. DJ jumps a lot of positions, though. But that was 2 tires only on DJ. There's no way Gilbert's staying out. See, lights have gone off on the pace car here. So they will get the green next time by. As the green flag is in the air, we are back underway here. Gilbert gets a decent start, but I think Dobbs will be able to capitalize here really, really quickly. Some of those fresher tires. Roughly 42 laps left here now. Dobbs will do it really, really easily. Get around him there. You guys have to be aggressive. Did he come back down? Yeah, he did. What? DJ did come back down. That's an odd move from him, but okay. See, Hupka's worked his way up here now. He's been doing it very, very quietly. He's up to 6 right now at the moment. This guys back behind him are kind of fighting for position. There might be a wreck here. DJ almost got somebody. He almost got, who was that? The Ford Mustang. Might have been Reese there. He almost nicked the rear end of him. This is where I think we're going to see most the action from these guys is over here. The 77 is not letting him go at all. He's keeping him true to his word. I don't know how much more. McQuaid's gotten to the outside here. Hold on. It may not be over. Wade will go to the bottom. Dobbs will not really challenge him that hard either. Around him are cars that have relatively the same tires as him. Gotta keep that in mind. Will he be able to do anything with that? Dobbs gets a little bit lower on the track. Too low, however. You got to get to that quarter panel of McQuaid here. If he doesn't get to the quarter panel, he might be done. Let's get some help here, though. Get some help from Dave's. That might be all that he needed. Dave's comes to shove him. Dave's, I think he was struggling early on, more or less just because of he got involved in a wreck. He has some damage on his car. Alonzo King is coming up here with vengeance too. He got involved in a wreck not too long ago, as we have 34 laps left. I had a decent amount of cautions, but these guys are racing hard now. I'd almost worry about using your tires too quickly. DJ's coming up through the field really, really slowly and methodically, it seems like. So I'd keep an eye on him if you were watching anybody in this race. And from the back up to 7th where he qualified. He started the race at, so he's done a good job so far. DJ's going to put it 3 wide there, and he's going to get that position. He's up to 5th now. So he might be the car to beat here soon. Unless he's... I don't know. I don't know if I'd be worried about him moving up too quickly, though. He's coming up here really, really fast. Right up to 4th now. He'll get that from Otto in a minute, hopefully, for him. He does get that 4th position now. He's got 30 laps to get this other 3. Gets each lap for each position every 10 laps. He should have it. They let him get way out of the way there. Lap car does. DJ's... Holden might be coming for DJ right now. Possibility that he wants that position from him. Alonso might be getting the lead here soon. He's up on the bumper of Dobbs. He's gotten right up to him. DJ is going to get 3rd now here. DJ's just gonna be stalking him now at this point. He's just gonna be right on him. This guy's loose. Otto was shaking that rear end around. I remember you, Andrew. Yes, this is me. Just been busy with a lot of college stuff, so been focusing more on that. Does somebody just go through the grass? I also sound like crap right now because I'm sick, so I don't normally sound like this. Austin does a lot of stuff with PGR now, so I do give him freedom to do whatever he wants. So it sucks. I guess he left. I don't know, to be honest with you. It's whatever. See, Holden has gotten around DJ. Maybe DJ was coming up through that pack a little bit too fast. I was kind of worried about how fast he was flying up here. So I think my suspicions were correct that he was coming up through that pack way too quickly. What's Alonso gonna do? Holland came off the track, came back up on it. Apparently, I got a notification for that. This is a game of who saved their tires more. Cash. I do remember you, Christopher Cash. I remember you. It's been a while since I haven't raced against him forever. I do remember you. Lap times right now 31:26, 31 twos, 31 threes. I don't see any major fall off now anymore. Rankin's got some heavy damage. Or sorry, Lauder has some heavy damage on that right front. That is without a doubt hurting him. Hubka's worked his way up to 14th. Been a quiet day for Hubka. Oh, that's cool. There's a red button on the side of it now. I wish they would have told me that. But DJ's now gotten past Holden here. You might get a past Lonzo here in a minute, too. Look to the inside of Lonzo. He'll get that position. How much has Dobbs saved is the question mark. I was able to defend him there just a tad. I don't want to see a caution here. I think Alonso just got the wall coming off of, yeah, he did. He got the wall coming off before we were looking back in the pack, and he just lost 4 positions from that. Either hit it or just bailed out the throttle. Lived to fight another day. Some guys coming down pit road. I don't think you need to pit. I don't think that'd be needed right now. But man, who knows? I could be off on fuel. Got more people coming in, so I might be wrong. Otto's in, Cogswell's in. No, they might have one more pit stop. Question is, how long do you run it? Do you run it dry? Do you run it halfway? What do you do? If I were them, I don't know. I don't think you can stay out much longer than everybody else. Like if Holden comes in, and you're Dobbs, you have to go in immediately after that. Holden looking to the outside. Does Dobbs have fuel though? He pitted on lap 130. That'd be 45 laps. 45 laps to the finish. He can save under caution. Keep that in mind. Okay, Holden's come down now. And DJ's down pit road. Dobbs has got to come in immediately or go run a burner lap here. What I mean by burner lap is, I mean, he has to go haul this lap. What will he do? Will he come down or will he stay out? He's going to stay out one more lap. These guys going to be able to make it now. Holden's went off track again. We're not going to worry about that. I know Dobbs is like staring at that fuel gauge at the moment. How long is he going to stay out? 14 laps left. I don't know what they're gonna do now. I don't even know. Like, can they make it? Is that what they've been doing? So here's the, he's coming in this time. No, he's not. Ooh, I don't know if, did they miss it? No, I don't think they missed it. I think they were just really low on the track. They may have missed it. They may have been trying to come down pit road. I think they are now. They're trying to let these guys by. I think they missed their pit road entry. That might... Oh, no. That might be the nail in the dagger for... Or nail in the coffin for them. They need them to get by... Is he trying to go down pit road? No, he's not. He's not trying to go... I think he's trying to make it to the end. If he saved enough fuel, he should have it. You can save about 2 to 3 laps under caution. We've had a lot of cautions recently, too. Excuse me. Oh, no, he didn't. He's just letting him go. I was going to say, I looked down for half a second, and I see Dobbs just dropping. So he's let Richmond get around him, and these other guys get around him. He's got to be coming down. He's got to be getting close. He's still staying out there, though. Richmond is still staying out there. Do these guys have fuel? I mean, where's DJ at? Yeah, so DJ, Kyle, and these guys are 3 seconds faster than everybody else, but they have 9 laps, and it takes 33 seconds to go around the track, so I just don't think they have the pace that they need to make it up. This is going to be fuel strategy hell right here for all these guys. Can they make it to the end is the question. I don't know if they can. If they do, it's going to be close. It is going to be very, very close. Dave's running 34s. It's slow. Is he saving or is he just that slow right now at the moment? 7 laps left. DJ and Kyle are 29 seconds back from the leader. It's assuming the leader can make it too. Now what the leader is doing is he's trying to get any amount of draft he can. I mean, he's going to be tracing these guys through the corners, through the front stretch. They just want to get as much cut air as possible. I just don't know if they can do it. Dobbs is still saving fuel. Everybody's saving fuel except DJ and Kyle. Yeah, they're not going to, unless these guys run out, they're not going to be able to make it back up there. If you're Richmond, you've got an 8-second gap. If you're close on fuel, you start saving hard here now. And I mean, you were hard saving. You're maybe less than 3/4 of throttle down the front stretch. You're just managing that gap as much as you can. You think, oh, the Dobbs run out? No, he's just, these guys have to be saving hard. There's no way they're saving. That right there tells me they are. Did Richmond time this part? Richmond seems to be, he just going like normal. I think if you're Richmond, though, you have to realize, hey, oh my gosh, is Roos? No way. I don't think Roos is worried about fuel here. Roos is just going like normal. Is Roos going to get a second place? No way. He might get a second place finish after being down 3 laps. That is amazing. He should be able to get to the inside of Dobbs easily. Now, I don't think Dobbs can afford to fight either. I really don't think he can. As white flag will be in the air for Jeremy Richmond one more time around. Can he make his fuel last? As Holden and DJ, Holden's made up to 10th. DJ's only going to be able to make it up to 10th as Alonso's ran out. Wow. There is no way Richmond is going to be able to extend his fuel for that long. Roos, who was 3 laps down at one point, looks like he'll come home with a podium finish at the least. It'll be between him and Dobbs. Here's Dobbs will get loose, and that might give that position to Christian Roos, and Roos will come home second, and Dobbs third. Stretching the fuel mileage as much as they can. Dave spins off of 4. That ruins his good finish that he had. I believe that was a top 5 possibly for him. He is out of fuel, actually. But Richmond, I think he is out now. Yeah, I think he is completely out here. I don't have my sound right here in a minute. Let me fix my sound. We pull in the 3rd place driver at least here. So I'm going to try something. Is this how they show there? That's not what I need. Get that off my screen. Is it the buttons now that they did? No, they might have changed. Hold on. Not sure how we go down anymore on this. They changed the buttons on me. But we'll bring in the 3rd place driver in Allen Dobbs here. We grab him. I got my Discord unmuted too. We're actually added to this. Hey, Alan, this is Bryce in the booth. Got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
Man, so you come home 3rd. How close was it on fuel for y'all there? Because it seems like everybody was saving.
Well, I had just enough to make it back around to the start-finish line, and I'm out. So
Wow.
that was the best I could do.
I knew it was close. I was like, there's no way these guys are going to be able to stretch it. But no, so you qualified 3rd. Now, how would you say the race went for you overall, though? Because you led a good amount of laps, but you just weren't able to pull it off fuel mileage-wise there at the end.
Yeah, I mean, I had a really good race. I had a lot of fun with these guys up here. There was way too many cautions. I wish that we didn't have so many of those. But what racing we did get to do up here, I felt like there was a lot of good, clean racing. So I'm looking forward to continuing racing with these guys, and maybe we can get it cleaned up through the pack.
Yeah, so how hard was it to pass? Because it seemed like people were defending the top pretty hard. They give them the bottom, but they were not going to allow them to get the top when they were trying to pass somebody.
Yeah, it was hard to pass on the bottom. I felt like really to make it work, you had to either have a lot of tires saved more than them, or maybe they got loose, or something happened to them to let you get by. The high line was definitely where you wanted to be, but the high line kind of wore the tires a little bit more, and that was already a big problem. I was getting really loose later in the run, so I just tried to stay on the bottom, keep myself safe, and just let the cards fall where they did.
So how does this set the tone for the rest of the season for you, only being 2 points races in?
Well, so far so good. I mean, I had a really good shot to win last week, and we ended up getting turned off the nose of a teammate. No fault to them, last lap pushing, get all you can get. But 2 good finishes in a row is a great way to start. Definitely doesn't feel good to have to try to drag yourself out of the trenches for the playoffs. But it's such a long season that, anything can happen. We could have a long stretch of bad races, fall out of the top 16 really quick. So we just got to keep coming in every week and just try to put together a good race, try to be there at the end, top 5s, top 10s. It'll all work itself out come playoff time.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
And just shout out to my beautiful wife. Appreciate her letting me race, and appreciate those good luck kisses she gives me. And everybody over at the Hubka Motorsports group, got a pretty good bit of guys hang out in the Discord, help with strategy, talk things out. So appreciate them, and all the admins here, you guys for the broadcast. Yeah, I guess that's about it. I know that there's some more. I'll have to get them memorized though.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go, but good job coming home third tonight, man.
All right, thanks, man. Have a good one.
It was Alan Dobbs, the third place driver. We will bring in the second place driver who was 3 laps down at one point and somehow came home second, and that is Christian Roos. Hey, Roos, this is Bryce in the booth. Got a copy, man?
I sure do. What's going on?
Man, so you were 3 laps down at one point, and you come back and finish second. How much of a roller coaster was this race for you?
Man, the first 110, 115 laps was just all bottom of the hill. Can't seem to get a single break to go my way. That first caution, I was trying to avoid a guy in front of me who was spinning. I went high, caught a couple, or collected a guy, collected 2 or 3 more after that. It was just a crapshoot. So battling back, it seemed like any time I was next up for Lucky Dog, somebody else went a lap down, and then somebody else went a lap down, and I just had to stick to it. You can ask any of my teammates, anybody in the chat. I was Debbie Downer for that first while, but I'm happy how it turned out now.
So how did that last caution there at the end, kind of throw a wrench in everybody's plans? Because it seemed like everybody was saving fuel. And how good were you on fuel? Because it seems like you were able to go a little bit harder than everybody else there at the end.
So being as far back as I was, I came in for tires on that last caution, and I think I restarted 20th or somewhere around there. Or sorry, no, I was up in top 10. I dropped to 20th or so, just kind of taking it easy, trying to save tires, and realized I was saving fuel at the same time. And I realized about maybe a third of the way through the run that, shoot, I kind of have a chance here. So I started saving a little bit more, a little bit more. And at the end there, I saved just enough. We had Scott talking to us, and he was telling us, you need this much at the line, you need this much at the line. And I started realizing, man, I'm good by about a lap here. I'm good by another lap or so. So I started pushing it. I back off a little bit, and then I realized I was catching the top 3 or 4 guys, and that's when I really started hammering down again. I ended up just half a lap to the good. So definitely cutting it a little bit closer than I wanted it to, but I'll take it.
So how does this set the tone for you for the rest of the season, knowing that, you persevered this race when some other people would have just decided to quit, 3 laps down, what's the point in racing? But you stayed in here and you showed that you wanted to be here and came home second.
Man, after wrecking out at Daytona last week, I had a top 10 run going there and got turned right after the flag. So this was a huge momentum boost for me, a huge bounce back. And, with my championship run a couple years ago, I didn't have great runs. A lot of my races weren't even good, but it was just sticking it out through the race. Guys were dropping like flies left, right, and center, pick up a spot here or there. And all of a sudden I start placing top 5, top 10 in some of these races. And that's just kind of how I'm trying to do this one too. There's some really, really good skilled guys in this league, and I know I'm not going to be competing for wins every single week. So I'm looking at top 5s, top 10s, just racking up as many points as I can, and trying to be Mr. Consistent again.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching tonight?
Oh, for sure. I know Cash Customs and Chris Cash was on the car, and he was watching. Grind Sim Racing, 1-3 Speed, and Adrenaline Rush Coffee Co. From Chris Papa. My buddy and mine's business, the Smoke Pit. Got to give a huge shout out to my wife for her support in all this. Who else? Lafleur Labor Services, Extreme Automotive Detailing, Chris Hubka, CH Designs, designing the car this week. You for stepping in and doing a great job on broadcast again. And, a lot of guys in the league. This was a long race, man, a lot of cautions, but they made it fun. There's some good racing going on throughout there. So huge shout out to everyone there, and I look forward to next week.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go, but good job coming home second tonight after being 3 laps down.
I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. Have a good one.
That was Christian Roos, the second place driver. I figured out where the button was. I hadn't done this in forever on the results. But we'll bring in the race winner in Jeremy Richmond. Where is he at? Oh, right. Let me get up in the room. Let me ask for him. And someone just blew up. I don't know who that was. I can't drag him into, or he might be in a room somewhere. I just can't see it. Where is he at? I may just be overlooking him. Oh, what? He's been in a room, but I can't see him. There he is. Okay, there you go. Hey, Jeremy, this is Bryce in the booth. Got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, so you stretched the fuel like everyone else. How close were you there at the end on fuel?
I was sputtering like 100 or 200 feet before the start finish line.
So
I had to coast. I had to clutch it and coast all the way around. Obviously didn't get to do a burnout.
Yeah, you know, so how did that last caution there at the end throw a wrench in everybody's plans? Because it seemed like we kind of had a somewhat split decision. Some guys tried it on fuel, some guys came down and pitted and just decided to run it out. So, you know, what was going through your mind when that last caution came out when it did? Because that kind of was like, we're right on the edge. What do we do here?
Yeah, I don't know, man. The race was weird with the cautions were falling like in weird spots. I just knew that I was close. I don't even remember if I pitted on that last caution, man. I think I did. Yeah, I pitted with I think we had like 40 to go or something. So I knew where I was going to be close, but I just kind of took it easy. I almost got wrecked. Ott came down on the front stretch. I thought that was the end of my race, but I was able to save it. And then I looked down at my fuel and was like, dang, I'm like right on the number. So I had to start clutching. And I think those guys were running so hard that they had to save way more than I did at the end there. So that's how I was able to gap them there.
Yeah, you know, so you qualified 17th. You know, how did the race go for you from the start? Because it seemed like you were kind of towards the middle back of the pack. So how did you end up working your way up here?
So my teammate was in here. I actually fell asleep. I almost didn't even make the race, but I got in here like 10 minutes before. Wasn't even able to make a run, so I didn't know what it was going to do for qualifying. And then the race, man, I don't know. My race was weird. I got damage a few different times and had to repair. I don't know. I was just trying to take my time, and there's some good people in here, but there's also some people I haven't raced with. So I'm just trying to learn some of the people. And I knew I would be somewhere toward the front if I just managed my stuff right, which ultimately that's what ended up happening. And then at the end there, it's just who could save the most fuel, basically. So you hate that they come down like that. You would like to see it go, fastest car or whatever. I'd like to see how I would have been on the long run, because I think I was turning corners there on the longer run to start reeling guys back in. But these ones are fun too, to see who can clutch and see who can save the most fuel.
So how does this set the tone for the season for you, and this is only the second points paying race, but you come home with a victory?
It's pretty good. I just got to make sure I make 75% of the races I already didn't even make, last week. My work schedule is pretty crazy. So I missed last week, and I'm actually kind of glad, because I don't really like plate tracks anymore, as it's just, you never know what's going to happen. But yeah, it sets me up pretty good. I'll just try to, run consistent and try to finish the best I can at tracks I'm not good at, and the ones I'm good at, try to maximize, my days pretty much, and try not to do anything stupid, and, just make as many races as I can to try to get the playoffs.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, my teammate, Chris Darling, he does all my paint schemes. Our team, he made it last week. I made it this week. Thanks for the broadcast. Thanks for the league. My wife rides on my door frame. She lets me do this crap at, I don't even know what time it is on the East Coast now, but she lets me do this all the time. So I got to thank her. But thanks for putting on the broadcast. I'm going to go back and watch it tomorrow.
I'm gonna sound nasally, just a heads up, because I am sick, but I definitely hadn't done it in a while. I don't think I did too horrible for.
Oh, you sound pretty good right now.
It's somewhat.
Oh, you're coughing there. Well, I'm glad I'm not sitting right beside you.
Yeah, but got what was going around. But man, I'll let you go. But good job coming home with the win tonight on that fuel mileage strategy, man. Good job to you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. See y'all next week.
That was Jeremy Richmond. I do sound like absolute crap. I won't even deny it. I don't even know what I sound like on stream, to be honest with you. And you can also hear me eating ice because that somehow actually helped my throat. I don't know how it did, but it did. I need to make a thumbnail also. Let me look at what I sound like during the stream. Did I mute myself, or am I just I actually sound relatively normal. Wow, that's surprising. I'll go over the finishing order here, though. Jeremy Richmond first, Christian Roos second, Alan Dobbs third, Chris Reese fourth, fifth. What? Where in the world did Matt come from? Matt Metler fifth, sixth, Patrick McQuaid seventh, Kyle Holden eighth, DJ Daniel ninth, Jeffrey Klinsma 10th, Chris Otto 11th, Chris Upka 12th, Matt Daves 13th, Alonzo King 14th, Jonathan Cogswell 15th, CJ Papa. That's Chris. As I say, CJ. 16th, Ryan Faccianato. Hopefully I said that right. 17th, Mark Gilbert. 8th, Dalton McKinney. 19th, Peyton Holland. 20th, Sean Louder. 21st, Trevor Hakes. 22nd, Jeffrey Vickery. 23rd, Christopher Burge. 24th, Scott Rankin. 25th, Noah Jackson. 26th, Dakota Wade. 27th, Cliff Corview. 28th, Patrick McLendon. I almost read that Glizzy. 29th, Dizzy Carter. 30th, Jonathan Byram. 31st, Bryce Gainey. And 32nd is Christopher Darling. I'm going to hop off because my voice is going to be absolutely dead tomorrow. I will be doing a race tomorrow also. I had a guy reach out to me and asked to do a race for him through at the SDK Discord. No idea how he found me, but work is work, I guess. I've been in college, been focused on that a lot. Again, sorry for having to deal with me chewing on ice, any of my sniffles, all that other crap over there. I don't like that. But yeah, can't get away from sickness, sadly. But thank you all for watching. I will let you all go, and I'm going to go take a shot of alcohol and cough syrup. It has it in it. I'm not taking alcohol straight up.